Good morning, guys. Kelly here with another Coffee in Christ. So I just wrote a blog post yesterday called Are We There Yet? And it is based off of the verse Hebrews 12:1, which I'll read for you now. Therefore, we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses. Let let us also, lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. So in a nutshell, basically the post was about, some of us run a marathon that looks more like a string of sprints. We have a car that breaks down, a spouse that leaves, a job that doesn't work out. And these things are really, really painful steps, but they're short usually. And we are able to move on in life. But sometimes we're not. Sometimes we have things that are truly marathons in and of themselves, like an illness that doesn't go away, or a person that passes away that for the rest of our lives we are left to miss them and feel the loss of them not being there anymore. So we run this marathon, and sometimes we are, happy in life, and sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, are we there yet? Like, how much longer can this go on? And I think, in this verse, it's really interesting how we are told that Jesus ran a race, and he is the perfecter of our faith. And he despised the cross and the shame that was going to be placed on him, and yet he knew the joy that was going to come after. And I think that's our hope, right? So we know that no matter how hard this life gets, no matter how much of a series of sprints it feels like, or a marathon that we are encountered with that is just not going to go away, that we have joy in the end, and that we can continue to overcome. And so I thought it was really interesting this morning. So the coffee cup that I grabbed happens to be, I want to spill this here, I just refilled it. My coffee cup from Boston. So I used to travel a lot for work, and one of my favorite cities to go to was Boston. And I thought it was kind of cool that, the Boston Marathon is such a big thing, and it's been run since, I did a little research here, 1897. So over 100 years, and it experienced its first kind of real trial in 2013 when the bombing happened. But they didn't quit the race. They kept moving. They kept going. They figured out how to enforce security and to keep it going. And then now with COVID, they've hit another bump in the road, and here we are in 2020, 7 years later, and they're running it virtually. And it's again another way that they have figured out how to overcome the obstacles laid before them so that they can continue to run the race. And I just think that's kind of a cool way to look at our lives. So we are placed on a path that's going to have obstacles. Again, sometimes they are little sprints and they're intense, but they're short. Sometimes they are marathons in and of themselves. But no matter what you're faced with, no matter how hard life gets, and no matter how intense some of these things are, just know that you can get past them. You can endure them if they're not going to go away. And you can continue to run the race knowing that in the end, there is joy, there's peace, and there is a prize. So with that, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.